Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I am so excited to be back on here and start recording again. Unfortunately, me and Yavanel both have had a lot of things going on in our personal lives that have been really hard for us to record, but I'm very excited because here we are again, and I am very thankful for all of you guys that keep watching us and have asked us about another video. I really appreciate all y'all's support. We're starting off again a brand new month or whatever, and I wanted to talk about overcoming disappointment, and I wanted to share some Bible verses. I'm gonna open up the conversation with why do we get disappointed. For me, one of the reasons personally is because I put my trust more on people than on God. We put our trust on people and they let us down, and that's when we get disappointed. I think it's good for us to go through disappointment so we can learn that we are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And by going through disappointment, we remember that we're not perfect, but we do have a perfect God that would always be there for us. I wanted to share 3 Bible verses with you guys, and we're gonna start by Psalms 121. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by the day, nor the moon by night. The Lord would keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. It just reminds me that God goes with us through those hard times. God helps us. He watches over us. Sometimes we just have to go through those disappointments and those stumbles to lean more on God than lean on people. God watches me and takes care of me everywhere, night and day, and who else should I trust more? The second one, it's Psalm 40 verse 5. Many, Lord my God, are the wonders you have done, the things you planned for us. None can compare with you. Were I to speak and tell of your deeds, they would be too many to declare. Nobody can compare to God. Not our husband, not our wife, not our pastor, not our leaders, nobody. So we shouldn't be putting more of our trust towards them than to God. One of my favorites, Psalm 91. I remember my grandma used to always make me say this before I would go to bed, and there was a time where I memorized it. Psalm 91 verse 2. It says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. God is our refuge. He's our strength. He's the one that we should depend on, the one that we should go to whenever we feel not loved, we feel disappointment, we feel angry, we feel sad, we feel depressed. We should just go to Him because He created us and He knows us, and He will give us our strength that we need to overcome any problem that we may be facing. Maybe it's something little to you, but it is affecting you, and sometimes we think like God is too busy, or God doesn't care about me, or God doesn't have time for me. But we should try to go to Him and tell Him every problem that you have, even if you think it's little. So sometimes we go to people, which I do not see anything wrong with. It should be easier for us to run to God and talk to Him in prayer and ask Him to help us in those hard times. Send the right people to your life to help you as well overcome whatever you're going through. And whenever we ask God, He answers. and we should be able to trust him first. Also, people that know of God or that know God can disappoint us as well. People in your church might disappoint you as well. And that has happened to me, and that helps me learn to try not to do the same thing as them. I'm not perfect, so I'm gonna fail somebody, and I most likely have failed somebody. Just because they attend the same church as you or their leader does not mean that they're not gonna disappoint you, because at the end of the day, we're all humans. A church is like a hospital. Whenever we get disappointed, it's our own fault, because we trust so much in that person that whenever they do something wrong, we get disappointed. And sometimes disappointment can really affect our lives, and that's why we should try to remember to, yes, trust people, but do not expect them to never do anything wrong. Trust them and know that they're like you. They're gonna mess up at some point. Try our best to, whenever we have a problem or whenever we have an issue, go to God in prayer and ask him, and he will send the right people to you to help you. So I hope that I was able to explain this a little bit, but I again want to thank you all so much for all the support that you have given us and that you continue to give us. Thank you again for watching this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend.